You. Not a soldier, not a king, not a hunter, just you. Imagine opening your eyes 50,000 years ago. There is no house, no electricity, no hospital, no police, no supermarket, no civilization. The only thing separating you from death is a small group of fellow humans and the knowledge passed down from your ancestors. As darkness falls, strange sounds echo across the landscape. Something is moving, something large, something hungry. And unlike today, where humans dominate nearly every environment on Earth, you are not the apex predator. You are prey. For most of human history, our ancestors lived in a world where being eaten was a genuine possibility. Every journey to collect water, every hunting expedition, every night spent sleeping beneath the stars could be their last. So how did our ancestors survive a world ruled by giants? To answer that question, we need to travel back into one of the most dangerous chapters in human history, a time when Earth belonged to predators and humans were fighting simply to stay alive.
Let's begin with one of the most famous predators ever discovered, the saber-toothed cat. Standing nearly 4 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing up to 700 pounds, this wasn't just a larger version of a modern lion. It was a killing machine built by evolution. Its most famous feature was its enormous canine teeth. Some measured over 7 inches long. That's roughly the length of a kitchen knife. Imagine walking through tall grass. The wind blows. The landscape seems quiet. Then, suddenly, a muscular predator explodes from height. Scientists believe saber-toothed cats were ambush hunters. Rather than chasing prey over long distances, they relied on surprise. This made them especially dangerous. Ancient humans may never have seen the attack coming. For a child separated from the group or an injured adult unable to keep pace, the outcome could be fatal.
Anthropologists believe predator pressure like this helped shape human social behavior. Staying together increased survival. Over time, cooperation became one of humanity's greatest weapons. But the saber-toothed cat wasn't the only giant cat roaming prehistoric landscapes. There were lions, and not the lions we know today. Some prehistoric lions were among the largest cats ever to exist, standing over 4 feet tall at the shoulder and stretching nearly 11 feet from nose to tail. They outweighed many modern lions. Imagine standing face to face with an animal longer than a small car, an animal capable of sprinting faster than most humans could ever hope to run, an animal equipped with claws and teeth specifically designed for killing. For early humans, encounters with these predators were not rare events. They shared the same territory, the same water sources, the same hunting grounds. Every footprint in the mud mattered. Every distant roar carried information. Every strange movement in the grass demanded attention. Our ancestors learned to read the environment with extraordinary skill. The ability to notice danger before danger noticed you became essential for survival. Then there were the hyenas. Today, many people think of hyenas as scavengers, but that image is deeply misleading. Hyenas are among the most successful hunters on Earth. Some prehistoric species were even larger than those alive today. Their jaws generated incredible bite force, strong enough to crush bone, not simply crack it. Crush it. They could consume nearly every part of a carcass, extracting nutrients unavailable to other predators. For ancient humans, hyenas represented a constant threat, especially at night. Imagine hearing laughter-like sounds beyond the firelight, eyes reflecting in the darkness, a pack slowly circling, waiting, watching, looking for weakness. Many anthropologists believe humanity's instinctive fear of darkness may partly stem from millions of years spent avoiding nocturnal predators like these.
But perhaps the most terrifying predator wasn't on land at all. It was hidden beneath the water. Crocodiles. Ancient crocodilians have existed for millions of years. Their body design is so effective that it has changed very little over time. A large crocodile can exceed 20 feet in length. That's longer than many modern vehicles, weighing over a ton. Their attack strategy is terrifyingly simple. Remain invisible. Wait. Strike. For prehistoric humans, rivers were essential. Water was light. Animals gathered there. Plants grew there. Migration routes followed them. But every visit carried risk. One moment a person might be collecting water. The next, they could vanish beneath the surface without warning, without a sound.
And then there were the giants. Creatures so enormous that they seem almost unbelievable today. Take the woolly mammoth. Standing up to 13 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing as much as 10 tons. A fully grown mammoth could be taller than a modern elephant and heavier than several cars combined. Its curved tusks could grow over 15 feet long. For an ancient human, standing barely 5 to 6 feet tall, looking up at a mammoth would have been like standing beneath a moving building. One wrong move, one charge, and death would be almost certain.
But mammoths were not the only giants. Across prehistoric grasslands roamed giant bison. Some stood over 8 feet tall at the shoulder and weighed more than 2,000 kilograms. Their horns could stretch nearly 7 feet from tip to tip. Imagine facing an animal wider than your own height, armed with weapons growing directly from its skull. Then there was the giant ground sloth. In some regions of the Americas, these massive creatures could reach heights of nearly 12 feet when standing upright. Their claws were longer than kitchen knives. Although primarily plant eaters, a cornered giant sloth could become a terrifying opponent. For our ancestors, these creatures were not museum exhibits. They were neighbors, dangerous neighbors. Every day, ancient humans shared the same landscape with animals larger, stronger, faster, and deadlier than themselves. Yet humans repeatedly hunted these giants. Why? Because the reward was enormous. One successful hunt could feed dozens of people, provide clothing, create tools, supply fuel, and support survival for extended periods. This reveals one of humanity's greatest evolutionary advantages: risk calculation. Humans became experts at evaluating danger versus reward. The same mental ability that helps investors today once helped hunters decide whether to challenge a mammoth. Over time, human intelligence transformed survival. Stone tools improved. Communication became more sophisticated. Knowledge passed between generations. Fire offered protection. Groups became larger. Strategies became more advanced. Predators that once hunted humans increasingly found themselves being hunted. This transformation did not happen overnight. It took thousands of generations, but slowly the balance began to shift. The prey was learning, and eventually the prey became something entirely new. A species capable of reshaping ecosystems across continents. A species capable of crossing deserts, mountains, oceans, and ice sheets. A species capable of surviving nearly every environment on Earth: humans. The remarkable truth is that our ancestors did not survive because they were physically impressive. Compared with many prehistoric animals, humans were weak, slow, poorly armed, poorly protected. What changed everything was the brain. Anthropologists often describe human success as a triumph of collective intelligence. No single human could defeat every predator, but groups could, knowledge could, culture could, and over thousands of years, these advantages accumulated. Each generation inherited discoveries from the previous one: how to track animals, how to build tools, how to cooperate, how to communicate, how to survive. Eventually, the world that once hunted humans became a world increasingly shaped by humans, and that may be the most extraordinary part of this story. The deadliest animals ancient humans survived were not merely obstacles, they were teachers. They pressured our ancestors to become smarter, more social, more adaptable, more innovative. The fear of predators may have helped create the very qualities that define humanity today. So the next time you hear a strange sound in the dark or feel a sudden sense of caution in the wilderness, remember, those instincts are ancient. They were forged in a world where humans were not the hunter, they were the hunted. And somehow, against every odd, they survived.